Now that the movements in the east have taken place, I'm going to make sure that my buildings are being constructed the way I want them to be. So as you can see, I almost didn't build myself a pit mine that would bring me a reasonable amount of wealth. Instead, I wanted to build a bunch of wells, so that would be a disaster, obviously, from an economical standpoint. In here, only craftsman house would bring me some wealth, and surely going with potter's workshop would be a really good idea. Furthermore, a bronze furnace is not needed here, so that's another building that should be taken care of. However, yeah, let's transition to Carnix Maker, because that would just be so much more profitable. So far things are looking good. This will make the region a much more profitable place to be. Let's build some of these storage pit, for example. Maybe a slave trader. Why not a slave trader? I'm sure this would work out to be an important structure. We don't really make that much effort to slavery, the development of slavery. However, in some of these areas we certainly can focus on that. Alright, now let's finish the battles that should be taking place here. And so I'm going to attack the settlement. We haven't fought in these settlements much due to the fact that they have been so weakly defended. As you already know, we fought through the Arabian areas in south, and we marched north, and we attacked these northeast positions and have taken maybe 7 settlements out there that were completely ungarrisoned by any additional forces by Parthians. So we just slaughtered everybody there without any kind of resistance, really. The only resistance that we have encountered are these kind of formations, the ones that you currently see here. And they're pretty much good for nothing. However, in the grand scheme of things, they will undoubtedly make some kind of a casualty nuisance. Probably at least a few hundred soldiers will die. And these are the locals right there that we've got to hire for ourselves in exchange for one of our infantry units, because cavalry may not be too important. However, in Arabia, in the desert, that is hard to walk through, horseman is the choice to fight. However, I don't know how they were able to feed all those horses, but I'm sure that they managed to work things out with a relative ease there. And so I'm going to march everybody in here. Let's move forward now. After a minute when everybody's going to reach through their positions, I'm going to attack them from all sides. That's their garrison, facing the full might of my nobles. Our armies are mostly dependent on these kind of formations right now. That is heavy infantry, and so these soldiers are paid so well they can be called nobles, because when their contracts finish they will certainly call themselves nobles, no doubts about that. And so I'm moving at them right now, and so they will soon have to face us. As you can see, our soldiers are moving in. We throw our own javelins at them, they're throwing their projectiles, and that's it. In here, we'll strike them just like that. I need to spread my troops so that we could engage onto the full line, and it's only a matter of time till they fall. Now these spearmen should hold the line, but they won't be holding this line for long. Look at that, how beautiful is that? It looks like they're breaking, and the spearmen were unable to fight this for too long. We'll be moving forward now, and so everybody needs to descend on the town center right now, and this is where they have decided to retreat. And it looks like they won't stay here for long, but some of them will fight. Surprisingly, these, but not for long. We have them there. Yes, they won't be able to run away, and our countless formations will be moving through, and so that's a clear victory for us. Yes. I'm going to send the cavalry after these. I don't think that there's anything else out there that could catch them, because they're skirmishers, light skirmishers, they don't have much armor. I like this cavalry, Arabian cavalry, due to the fact that they will throw javelins before engaging, and this will inflict casualties just before the charge. However, just after the charge, as you can see, they did took a few horses of their numbers, so some of them died, and it looks like they were not as effective as I initially thought, really. However, the city is ours, and the Arabs have proved themselves to be good allies. I'm going to occupy this for myself. Retrain. Billy Shield Maker or Blacksmith. I'm gonna go with the Blacksmith because that's certainly so much more important in the grand scheme of things. And so it seems that we've taken all the settlements out here in the east currently. No, I'm wrong. There's still one left out there. Which is surprising because I haven't really noticed it. Okay, that's good to know. Does that mean this settlement is theirs too? Right there. It looks like it is. So we'll have to go march in north of our current position. Before we do that, I wonder, would it make sense to fight these people right here? The brothers in arms, that's how they call them.
Thirsty for battle, ready for battle.
In this nation, the bearers of the truth. I like the fact that they call themselves the brothers in arms. It sounds to me like a militia more than anything else.
I am the knife in the dark.
Alright. Should stay being one. And now
Warriors all!
we'll go into battle.
Ready for battle. Getting on our way. Ready for further orders.
Against Suebi.
Get moving. Yeah!
But first I'm going to speak with them. Make sure.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with honey. Speak plainly, and I will deal honestly. Flatter, and you fail.
Look at that, they're warlike. I'm going to dissolve a trade agreement.
Dealing is done. Our wares will be kept for our people and those who truly know their worth.
Now that that's done, I'm going to check if the Romans have noticed the fact that we broke in treaties. And as you can see, a broken treaties would add us plus 12. And the negative effects of our treaties with Suebi have disappeared. Besides, we probably gain more benefits for trespasses against Suebi. And now we're on neutral grounds once again with Rome.
Kill!
War against them will surely help us quite a bit. As you can see, that's how we currently stand. So the middle part of our known world likes us. Romans are indifferent to us, neutral, and everybody's on the east is not feeling very well about us, so they dislike us or hate us. In any case, the war against Suebi.
Our warriors will march, and our women will prepare the victory feast for their return.
Has started. And so we'll go into battle.
Ready? Kill the cowards!
Wow, as you can see, strangely, my both armies won't get involved.
We cannot.
I don't know why.
Stragglers will be left behind. Thirsty for battle.
Now they will. Okay, I'm going to control a large army. Let's go into this now. They have a lot of cavalry. Let's put it like that. The Suebi once went out of their current Denmark positions south. They conquered everything south of the Baltic Sea. However, later on they got involved in a war against Romans. It was a devastating war for them. And so they have disintegrated. Lost
Our
battles.
reinforcements have arrived.
Rebellions emerged. And now they have some territories south of the Baltic Sea and these Danish positions. That's how I like to call them. And these positions right here are led and garrisoned by the likes of these soldiers. So these are relatively regular infantry, I would say. They are nothing much at all, really. And we should be able to break them. And our armies right there will have another chance of proving themselves as a worthy force. Suebis will stack up close to the lines where they can easily retreat, which is perfectly fine with us. And now I need to wait a little bit. The way I want to fight is simple. I want the first line to engage the enemy in melee, the second line to shower the enemy with javelins. This infantry right here is lethal. It's incredibly effective. Absolutely madness. Due to the fact that they can shoot javelins that inflict horrific casualties. At the same time, with all those benefits out there,
Don't break formation.
they can fight very, very well. And now, once again, I'll have to wait quite a long time until everybody reach their positions. As you already know, these really good and tough looking Soviet troops are not going to march in the middle of this location to fight. The thing about these is that, as you can see, they look really, really muscular, quite strong. And as far as I know, that's how the Romans wrote about them, is that, you see, these people were raised on milk and meat, and that was their choice kind of food, and so they were kind of bigger, stronger, better looking soldiers, while, for example, the Romans, they were sort of a wheat people, so they would grow tons and tons of wheat in Sicily, bring that wheat to Rome, distribute it all over Italy, and were eating kind of baked products. So baking was their choice, and obviously it worked quite well because you can put a lot of flour on the carts, mix the flour with water and other substances, cook it and eat it. However, meat and milk, fruit would certainly go off. So these people, like for example Suebi or Gauls, probably can't really march really far away if they eat protein foods such as meat. However, the Romans can march long distances by eating flour-based products. Okay, it looks like we're in a position right now to just kind of move much closer, and so our lines here are truly numerous. We're coming from a really large empire from their perspective. Even if these are not highest level troops, they are a match for the ones that Suebi have placed under their command, because these are just light melee infantry. So they are of the same kind.
Follow me! Ignore those fools!
Okay, we just now need to wait.
Get moving!
And so we will. Their cavalry will probably